Geelong comfortable now as they're inside the last 5 minutes.
With all respect, due respect to you, Matthew, I think the North Melbourne supporters out there would rather Matthew Campbell, their little footballer out there today. They've missed him.
Yeah, they certainly have, haven't they?
Joel Corey is a machine. He's 37 now.
Mackie.
Mind you, Geelong had a couple of pretty handy players out as well today. Little Stokes.
Kelly and Stokes pulling out, yeah.
This is where they start to rack the numbers up. Scarlett will be the next one they use here.
Yes. Just burning some time.
Well, they're just going to man up now, North Melbourne.
If they don't man up.
This is the 10th week in a row, boys, that Geelong have kicked 404 disposals. Had 404.
We're going to get a lot more before the game's over. Lonergan's on the end of the Hunt pass.
5 years ago, if you got 400, it was like 1 out of 5 years.
It was Christmas.
Yeah, they've had now 10 in a row.
Well, they just trust themselves and their skill levels so much that and they want to include everyone in this sort of stuff as well. They want to give everyone a possession, try and help their mate get a kick, and that's why they're so good. That's why they've lost 2 games in 2 years, basically.
And it's not as if their possessions are all in the back half. They've had 61 inside 50s again, so the possession's always going forward. Great to watch.
They're getting plenty of possessions here, but I mean, this is just, they're just controlling the tempo.
Yeah, but 5 years
game's
ago,
over.
5 years ago, 400 possessions, people say, oh, gee, they're holding it up, they're flooding, they're getting back. Geelong have set a new benchmark with the way they play.
When we assess this game, and we'll just look purely at the numbers, you will say Geelong should have won this game clearly by 10 goals. North will go away with some positives, and they'll think, all right, well, we were able to get within 6 or 7 goals. We had XYZ players down. We had half as many inside 50s, so we're a chance. But realistically, Geelong, I reckon, have still got some real improvement to do after today.
Well, I've had to attack from this area of the ground all day, from the half-back line, because Geelong are always on the front foot.
Sinclair's got it now. Hale was a bit too far up the field for him, so he kicks it long. Numbers for Geelong, but at the back, not paid. Thomas, the crummer, screws it around and kicks the goal.
Good passage of play. Tried hard, Lindsay Thomas. Kicked the 2 goals. You get a lot of front and squares probably today, because they've only got inside their forward 50, 35 times, and out of those 35, Hale's clunked 8. So it didn't come to the ground a lot.
Which is near a mark, this.
That was a mark.
Played to Hanson.
That was
Should have
definitely a
been.
mark.
Yeah. But anyway, they got the goal. So a lot of disposals there for Geelong, moving it around, but North Melbourne get the goal.
And the positive is Hamish McIntosh. He was one of the better players in the competition before he hurt his knee, so hopefully he pulls up really well. Another game under his belt leading into the finals.
From the clearance, big, strong tackle.
Now, those 2 blokes that put the tackle on then, they bashed poor Brady Rawlins. Well, Corey and Bartel, they've both had 37 possessions each, and it's 2 minutes to go in the game, and they're still putting on those sort of fierce tackles.
Here's Varco breaking away. Still wants a goal. Screws it back inside. Hard one to read off the bounce. Ablett. Chapman, he just flipped it out to him, didn't he? Yeah. Chapman from inside 50, squaring it up, floats forward. Pratt with the punch. Here's Ling lurking. Got a bad bounce. Simpson. Power over the top. Ferrito.
Got the corridor,
Yeah, they've got control of it, and Pratt looks up, sees McMahon's in a heap of space. Missed the target. Out came Josh Hunt, but somehow it spills back to Thomas. Hunt kept going, worried him out of it. Rebound footy coming. Taylor spots Ling. And Ling wants to hold it up.
Not a bad day for a tagger, Cameron Ling. Coming up for disposal 29, he's kicked 2. Harvey's only had the 22.
He's taken run with playing to another level in the last 18 months, Cameron Ling.
Shannon Burns into the pocket, and he found Max Rook, who's kicked the goal from the very similar spot earlier on in this quarter.
He's had, I think, 4 or 5 top 3 best and fairest finishes in the last 4 or 5 years for Geelong, Cameron Ling. Look at those stars in the team.
Recruited from the Geelong Falcons as a smallish mid-range forward.
I was playing when he was recruited, Danny. He was recruited as a porker. Basically, he was a little chubby full forward.
Is that a new position?
And he kind of got himself this fit that he can play like this. Unbelievable player.
Not going to make the
Wasn't
distance.
his best.
Varco might clean it up. Didn't take possession. North in trouble still. And a rush behind from Thompson.
That tells the tale, that position there. Under pressure, they're always out the back, North, because of the absolute supreme pressure Geelong put on the ball carrier. You talk about their talents and their ability to win the ball, but it's also their ability to put pressure on the opposition when they get the ball.
I like how they just keep working to their structures. It doesn't matter what the state of the game is. Now, the game's shot to pieces, obviously. They've still got the same setup with their zone. Blokes are still guarding the right areas. Everyone's trying to find a man. Very, very disciplined team. It'll take a power of beating come finals time, we'd reckon.
Margin is 33 points.
Well, leading into the game, this was to be the supreme challenge of the North Melbourne club, but Geelong have been far too good. There's Brad Ottens playing his 200. He's had a great day, kicking 3.
And in the end, what North Melbourne found out is where they're at.
Yep.
That's exactly that. They've found out that Geelong, apart from the margin being 33 points, they've still got a bit of work to do. You've got to keep them under pressure for the entire time.
Well, the difference in the ladder tells you Geelong are about a 6 or 7 game better team.
Yep.
That's why they're on top. That's
By
why they,
percentage, yes.
yeah, they're 20 wins, 1 loss. North Melbourne are fighting for 4th with 12.5 wins. So